the historic surroundings and learned background that we find ourselves in this evening, it's only appropriate that we should dwell for a few moments upon aspects of our own history and present. Many members have told me of the reasons of joining the Alvis Owner Club. Looking for a car, but in doing so, they've found friends in abundance, as indeed this gathering and many others have amply testified. But the event, which would be absolutely pivotal in the section's growth, was the application for membership of one A.W. Brown of Linlithgow, a character known to us as Bob Brown. He first comes to notice when, in bulletin number 20 of 1954, he writes with similar enthusiasm about his 1250 tour, 1926. And whilst this account is far too long to read out to you in full, a short summary is perhaps in order. I quote, bought in 1939 for a summer holiday, laid up in 1941 due to continuing hostilities, back on the road in 1945, only 1 week off the road thereafter to fit a second-hand dynamo, magneto, new rear wheel bearings, new brake clutch, and standard pistons. It deserved this short overhaul. The mileage then was 250,000. He goes on. Every year since the war, I have spent my holidays caravanning in the Highlands, the English Lakes, and in Yorkshire. My caravan weighs 1,800 weights. I always gets a coat of paint every year, put on myself with a brush. This well-patinated motor car continued to serve its own loyally. Its reward was to be not only a feature in the Scotsman, but also an appearance in an episode of Dr. Finlay's Casebook. The new member Bob Brown, who was by profession a newspaper proprietor, in connection with which he would later be awarded the MBE, thus he had media contacts in profusion, which, coupled with his obvious enthusiasm for the mark, would lead to a meeting being called at the Viewpoint Hotel Hartill, Lanark on April 23rd, 1955, of which the Scottish section was officially reformed. George Thompson would be elected chairman, Bob Brown the secretary, and with a committee consisting of A.M. Thompson, Adrian Weissenbrook, Tom Cameron, and J.S. Brown. The latter was a noted competitor in pre-war Scottish trials and was in fact the father of Archie Scott Brown, the racing driver. From that time on, the Scottish section continued to grow from strength to strength. I could not let this occasion pass in general without referring to Bob Brown's dry sense of humour. In those days, section secretaries were expected to submit a monthly report on activities for publication in the bulletin. Bob Brown, faced with other journalistic deadlines, would occasionally forget to do this, and Ken Day, then General Secretary and now our President Emeritus, would mildly remonstrate with any who overlooked the task. Bob's response to one of these pleas was especially memorable. He writes in the bulletin of October 1958 of having discovered a 1935 Firebird saloon in, of all places, Bannockburn. I quote him, "In case our English friends do not perceive the appropriateness of this find, it was at Bannockburn that a Scottish army of 30,000 defeated an English army of 100,000, winning Scottish independence in 1314. To try drive or even ride in an Alvis seems to produce an instant atmosphere of barley. Perhaps every cabinet minister should be awarded one as an official car.